All right, Shalom. All praise and glory be unto Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Rakakodash. Honors unto you, elders, apostles of witness, stone salutation. Sort of you sincere, Akim, doing the work of Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Rakakodash, Brakatam. All right, this man is a madman. Okay, his society, what he has produced, and we see more and more and more daily the results of what this man has been creating. A man stabbed to death, a fight over a fucking sandwich. Okay, Popeyes, 4th of November 2019, dying over fucking food, and that's not even real food. On the other side, there's the article that shows you. Let me just read the headlines on this one. It says how Iceland's never rotting islands. Iceland never rotting McDonald's burger symbolizes economic crisis. Right now, as we speak, as we have people queuing up, you Israelites queuing up over some Popeyes chicken sandwich, some GMO nonsense poison, and even going to extent of killing one another. Okay, of junk food. We have a 10-year-old, never aging burger for McDonald's, the same fast foods that you still consume, you Israelites, you still putting this nonsense inside of your body, consuming this poison, and you're not even not aware that you're consuming poison. That's why the scripture says in Hosea, the 4th chapter. Now let's go to Hosea 4. Let's get some precept first of all. Let's go to the book of Hosea, chapter 4. This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4. And 6 is, my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. Okay, it says, my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge, because of the lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children. And we suppose as Israelites take heed unto what goes inside of our stomachs. The kind of foods that we consume, we're supposed to be taking heed to that. Okay. In fact, this in the book of Deuteronomy, the 4th chapter, in fact, before I go to that in Deuteronomy 4 and Deuteronomy chapter 7, I'm going to read this like in Hosea chapter 4 and verse 6. My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge, because thou rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, because thou reject and it says thou that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I will also forget thy children, because of rejecting the knowledge, wisdom of knowledge of Yahweh, how to govern ourselves, how to uphold these verses that have been given unto us by Yahweh, the sexual awake which the Lord has created. This is how you take care of yourselves. Okay, through these laws, statutes, commandments. This is how we're going to be able to uphold these verses in K. Let's get this Deuteronomy 4 and 6. 4 and 5. Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my power have commanded me that ye should do in the land wherein ye go to possess it. And that includes these dietary laws that were given unto us. And verse 6. It says, keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations. We shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. And that has not become, that is no longer the case right now. That is no longer the case. When you end up killing one another over some dumb things such as pork pies, chicken sandwich, GMO nonsense. You don't even have the understanding as to how that chicken, okay, how that chicken sandwich came to be. It is all GMO, all defiled food that you're consuming. Much more like all these stores, okay, that are selling these fast foods. It's all nothing but pure defilement, poison, GMOs, non-organic substances that you're consuming. Imagine a 10-year-old beggar. Oh, this was released on the 4th of November 2019 in the year of Karagmo. You see, the beggar that you see on the screen is 10 years old. 10 years old. 10 years old. This is what you're putting inside of your stomachs. This is what you're consuming. Okay. Says the beggar looks the same way hour after hour as of this week. Okay. It has looked like that for the last 10 years. Or it says purchase hours before the corporation pulled out of the country in 2009. In the wake of Ireland's devastating financial crisis, the last surviving McDonald's beggar has become much more than a beggar. To some, it stands for. It says to some, it stands for the greed and excessive capitalism that created an economic collapse that was so bad that even McDonald's has to close down. Okay, got you guys out there. If you have some sense, you still consuming this nonsense. Imagine this thing does not break down, man. Okay, this thing does not break down. That's why people have colon cancer. People not being able to go to the bathroom regularly as you're supposed to do, because you eating nothing but pure poison. You are consuming poison. You are consuming poison day in and day out. You so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, that's what you consume, poison. Because Yahweh Shai has given us the laws, the commandments to follow. It says here in Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 6, it says, keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom, your understanding in the sight of the nations. We shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. That's no longer the case right now. That's no longer the case. You're no longer a wise and understanding people, no longer. Because you're no longer following the dietary laws, making a difference between the clean and the unclean. You just consuming whatever tastes good, whatever Esau feeds you. That's what you're following. That's what you're following, even if it's leading unto your death. It's Ecclesiasticus, and that's why you're being destroyed for the lack of knowledge. Okay, you are being destroyed for the lack of knowledge, but everything has been given unto you. But you just reject the wisdom, the knowledge of Yahweh Shemel Shai. There's Ecclesiasticus chapter 30. Ecclesiasticus chapter 30 and verse 25. A cheerful and a good heart will have care of his meat and diet. Okay. Let me read this again. Ecclesiasticus chapter 30, verse 25. A cheerful and a good heart will have a care of his meat and diet. You're supposed to be concerned about what goes into your body. Is it good for me? Everything must be done in balance. Everything. You must be aware what you're consuming and the effects of it in the long run, in the short term, and in the long run of what you're consuming. And this food in this world, Job 9:24, the earth has been given into the hands of the wicked. It is no longer food. Okay, it is drugs, which people end up getting addicted to these drugs, because they're no longer in the purest form. They're no longer in the purest form. A cheerful and a good heart. A person who's not insane, a person who still have all his marbles still intact, will be able to understand and to be aware of what is putting into his body and what you're consuming. In fact, let me read this in Job 9:24. All right, it's Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof, if not where and who is he? That's the reason why people are eating all these GMOs, because the earth has been given into the hands of the wicked. The man is not allowing the land Sabbath to be kept. Esau, Edom. That's why it says in Genesis 4:12. It says, when thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto you, unto thee has strength. A fugitive and a vagabond thou shalt be in the earth. Esau, Edom. The same curses which the Most High has given unto Cain, the same. Okay, Cain is still Esau, Edom, the same individual, the same spirit, okay, the same energy, the same vibration, Esau, Edom, that we see today. The earth is not henceforth not yielding forth its yield and its strength unto you, Esau, because you are the wicked. You're not allowing the land Sabbath to be kept. You're not doing what you saw. Hey, you are going opposite, okay, to the ways which the law which Yahweh has said. Look, this is the way you govern yourself. This is how you want to be able to get healed from the planet, from the earth. This is how you. That's how you. This is how you make use of this planet, okay, in a righteous manner. You're not following those laws. You're not abiding by the laws. You're not abiding by them. That's why it's not yet. It's not giving forth its strength. Everything is of a low quality. The food, the nutrients that we get from these foods is no longer the same as before because of your rulership style. And the last one, Ezekiel chapter 4 and verse 13. And it says, and the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I shall drive them. Why? We are eating our food defiled among the nations. Ageless, beggars. This is just insane. This is just insane. And you visualize you're just on the top of the list of people who are suffering as the end result of this man's system, hey, the curses in Deuteronomy 28 says, we shall go to the enemy for the want of all things. For the food, the very food that we eat, we are going to this man for help. And surely, but surely, you are going insane over this man's food. Because it's all poison, it's not real food. It's all poison. All poison on glory unto Yahweh, Hashem, Yahshua, Hashem, Rakakatash. And as unto others, the powers of great most strong transition to you came out there. Shalom, Brakatam.